A Texas congressman has filed legislation to redefine birthright citizenship. This is Thursday, January 23rd, 2025.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Thanks for making the Texas Minute part of your Thursday. The Texas Senate and Texas House have released their starting points for a new budget. Details on those coming up. Republican U.S. Representative Michael Cloud of Victoria has been appointed to the newly formed House Oversight Subcommittee delivering on government efficiency. This DOGE subcommittee is chaired by Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia. With President Donald Trump back in the White House, this new subcommittee has been charged by the Speaker of the U.S. House with working alongside the Department of Government Efficiency to reduce federal waste and streamline government operations. On his first day back in office, President Donald Trump directed all federal employees to return to in-person work. Houston Mayor John Whitmire has similarly announced that all city employees must return to the office starting February 1st. Now, the Harris County Commissioners Court is set to discuss potential changes to its work-from-home policies. What started as a temporary measure during the COVID scare has evolved into a long-term arrangement and established policy for county employees. The sole Republican on the court is Commissioner Tom Ramsey. He added the topic as an emergency item to this Thursday's agenda, but the discussion has now been moved to February. It's worth noting here that it's unknown exactly how many Harris County employees are working from home. The Office of County Administration told Texas Scorecard that each department keeps their own records on such matters. So initial budget proposals have been released by the Texas Senate and Texas House, showcasing that the chambers are mostly in agreement on the big picture, but divided on how to deal with property tax relief and education funding. Among other things, the Senate proposal includes $5.3 billion in new education funding, including a $4,000 raise for all teachers and an additional $6,000 for rural teachers. The Senate budget also allocates $1 billion for the anticipated school choice program being pushed by Governor Greg Abbott. The House's starting point, meanwhile, has $4.8 billion in new education funding, while also setting aside $1 billion for a school choice plan. That a school choice plan is even contemplated in the chamber's budget marks a major concession by the more moderate body. The Senate continues to push property tax relief through homestead exemptions, while the House is focused on compressing the school tax rates. Yet neither chamber's proposals has the approval of Andrew McVeigh, who leads Texans for Fiscal Responsibility. McVeigh said that neither the House nor the Senate is doing enough to provide meaningful tax relief, especially considering that they have a $24 billion surplus from overtaxing Texans these last 2 years. For whatever reason, lawmakers just refuse to give us back our money. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Are you worried about your kid's future? You should be. I'm Charles Blaine with Texas Tomorrow. This is a show where we're going to talk about the issues and the people that are pushing the policies that concern your family, your home, and your kids. Catch Texas Tomorrow every Thursday.
Texas's Brian Babin has reintroduced legislation to block illegal aliens from taking advantage of birthright citizenship by having children on American soil. It should be noted that the East Texas congressman had previously introduced the concept in 2023. Congressman Babin's Birthright Citizenship Act would confer citizenship to children born in the United States only if at least one parent is either a citizen, a lawfully present foreign national, or an immigrant serving in the military. This comes on the heels of President Donald Trump issuing an executive order on the topic shortly after being inaugurated on Monday. That presidential order empowers the Secretary of State, the Attorney General, the Secretary of Homeland Security, and the Social Security Commission to withhold birthright citizenship from children of illegal aliens who are in the United States. You can find the details of all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Luca Cacciatore, Joseph Trimmer, and Will Biagini. It was produced by Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to the first news of the day for the Lone Star State. This has been the Texas Minute with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.